Today, enterprise architectures are evolving. Traditionally, architectures looked similar to what you see here, where customer data, provisioning data, billing data, data that was all generated from within the walls of your organization, were being captured and stored in some type of enterprise data warehouse. Then the data within that enterprise data warehouse would be taken out and put into different data marts depending on the subject matter that the end users wanted to be able to analyze. And you can use, some of them use Pentaho Analytics, some use third-party tools such as Tableau, Cognos, so on and so forth. The problem is that in today's world, the data is evolving. So instead of just having access to the data that's within your walls, having access to much more deeper and richer data. So for example, network data, location data, web data, social media. Social media, it could be anything from Facebook to Twitter. And the types of data sources there are varied. It could be status updates, pictures, check-ins, different types of videos, and then same with location data. With the Internet of Things, all types of data is coming in. For example, we can get data from our app that may be on somebody's iPhone that captures their location. This data presents a challenge because of two reasons. Because of its growth, there's a lot of it, and because of its structure, it's very unstructured. Both of those things put a hindrance on the traditional data architecture. And that's where the data architectures have evolved to include such things as Hadoop and NoSQL. So in these new evolving architectures, we're starting to see these technologies pop up. Whether that's capturing all these new data sources and putting them into a Hadoop cluster, or maybe capturing a lot of the web data and putting it into a NoSQL data store such as MongoDB. Now, those technologies are great for capturing and ingesting the data as well as processing the data. However, companies still have the need at the end of the day to do analytics on that data. So one of the proven blueprints that we do have uses a analytical database to put the analytical aggregated part of the data into the database for further analytics for end users. Now there's also a notion of more on-demand integration and blending. This gives access to the user in a real-time manner data that they need to be able to make their decisions. Now, where does Pentaho fit into this entire architecture? Well, Pentaho really is the glue to tying all of these architectural components together. So Pentaho Data Integration can access any data source, ingest it, transform it, and load it into any of the other data sources, right? So ingest any data, load it to anywhere. Secondly, Pentaho has the ability to transform the data. In the example above where we have Pentaho reside between the analytical database and the Hadoop cluster or NoSQL, Pentaho is being used to aggregate the data and provide it into that analytical database so that users have that analytics capability. But on the converse side, Pentaho is also able to deliver that data directly to those analytical applications through Pentaho Data Integration as well, using on-demand integration and blending and our new data services. And Pentaho can also help still with the traditional enterprise architecture by loading the data from those different sources into your enterprise data warehouse and then as well into your data mart.